when we inceptions happened, and when we decided to do the National Transgender Award, was to recognize the trans community, especially when there is no recognition of the trans community, or there is no any other platform like this. There is Women's Award, there is many other awards which are there across the country, but there is no award for transgender specially. So we decided to start the Transgender Award, and it started in 2021. We did it at the National Ambedkar Center, Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar Center. Problem is of stigma and discrimination, which there is so much of policies, and in India so much of work has happened. Ministry of Social Justice Empowerment under the leadership of our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, lot of things has happened. There is so much of change which is happening, but there is lot still which has to be done, and basic is the stigma and discrimination. And still there is so much of projects which government is running has to be looked into and again revisited. And I believe that there is still the foundation has been laid beautifully. Lots of work is happening. Garima Grays are there. There are a lot of transgender cards has been there. Ayushman card is there for transgenders. Things are happening, you know. But I believe the basic thing is about employment, about dignified life, and still there is a lot of work to be done. We should have a non-discriminative policy. A non-discriminative policy is that when we say we as Indian, so we as Indian, it should be that if anybody employer publicizes for anybody, it should be a person. It should not be for a man, for a woman, for specific gender. My gender and my sexuality is inside my home, but what outside I am so productive, that has to be taken in consideration. So non-discriminative policy, if it comes, it will change the scenario in the workplace, and lot of transgender would get employment, and dignified employment. It is very necessary, and to be treated with dignity at those places is very important. So I believe that non-discriminative policy is quite important in this country to come. When you recognize people, then they get they feel quite proud about themselves, and they do a lot of good work, and then competition builds up. And if to bring a competition in the market is quite necessary. And when we did the trans allyship, we had this vision in mind, that which companies have done good for the transgender community, we should facilitate them. Basic thing is that access is the biggest problem, in the government sector. When you talk about access, exchange operations and everything, which is not there now, things are changing slowly, and health is for everybody. Even for cough and cold, to go to the right doctor is more important, and that kind of sensitivity should come up into the doctors, and they should. And I really salute the Swasth Banega Bharat campaign, because it has brought a lot of changes in the rural part of the country also. And I believe even if transgenders are included in that, and if that kind of change will come for transgenders, then it will be wonderful. Sex change operations, a proper endocrinologist, and many others. Basically feminization. For trans men, it's masculinization, hormone therapy. And these all are there. There is a list of things which is necessary for the transgender community. First thing is acceptance. You just accept them. Have the courtesy to don't be biased. Don't come with your preconceived notions about the transgender community. And if you don't come with preconceived notions, you will be quite free with your mind to accept people in your society, and that will bring out a lot of change.